All right, let's just dive right into this. Have you ever looked at your dog and just wondered, why are they so completely obsessed with chasing a ball? Or why do they sometimes just freeze and stare at a squirrel like their life depends on it? Well, you're in the right place, because those little quirks, they're not random. They're actually echoes of a job they were born to do.
I mean, think about it. Does your retriever feel the need to carry something, anything, in its mouth all the time? Does your spaniel have its nose practically superglued to the ground on every single walk? These aren't just cute little habits. Nope, they're hardwired instincts passed down through generations of breeding for very, very specific jobs. And this is such a powerful idea to really get your head around. For so many of our dogs, what looks like a simple game to us is actually them practicing their ancestral profession. That relentless game of fetch, for them, it's not just play. It's that deeply satisfying instinct to go and retrieve. It is literally the job they were designed for. So, to really understand our dogs, we kind of need to look at their original resume. The whole concept is actually pretty simple. For centuries, we humans have been breeding dogs to help us with specific tasks. You know, kennel clubs like the AKC actually group breeds based on these original jobs. So you've got your herding dogs for livestock, hounds for tracking, terriers for, hunting vermin, and the group we're going to focus on today, the super high-energy, whip-smart specialists that we call the sporting group.
All right, let's get to know these incredible athletes. If you have a dog from this group, you already know they have just boundless energy and a brain that is always working. But what exactly was that job they were working on?
So what's the one thing that ties this whole group together? Their origin. They were all developed to help humans hunt birds. That's it. That's why you'll often hear them called gun dogs or bird dogs. They are nature's ultimate collaborators, bred to work right alongside people in the field. But they're not all the same. They're specialists.
The sporting group is really divided into 4 main job titles. Think of it like a highly efficient hunting company, okay? You've got the dogs that find the game, those are your pointers and setters, and then you've got the dogs that flush out and collect the game. That's the spaniels and retrievers. So let's look at that first team and see how they operate.
First up, we have the reconnaissance team. The main job for pointers and setters is to use their incredible noses to find birds for the hunter. But, and this is key, without scaring them away. And the way they do it is pretty amazing.
So, what is pointing? It's this incredibly dramatic, instinctive pose. The dog will catch a scent, it'll freeze completely, and use its entire body like an arrow to show the hunter, hey, the bird is right over there. And they will hold that position with an intensity that is just unbelievable to watch. And you can see that classic point in action right here. This German short-haired pointer is the perfect example. German breeders basically wanted to create the ultimate all-in-one hunting dog, and this striking, motionless pose, that is their signature move.
And what's truly wild is just how deep this instinct runs. This is not something you have to spend years training. A pointer puppy at just 8 weeks old might suddenly freeze and point at a butterfly in the backyard. It's just who they are.
Now, setters have a similar job, but a totally different style. Instead of that standing point, they do something called setting. They find the game, and then they crouch down low. Now, this started way back when hunters used nets instead of guns, and that low profile of the dog allowed the hunter to cast the net right over both the dog and the bird.
This elegant dog right here is an English setter. And here's a great little fun fact. That beautiful speckled pattern on their coat isn't just called spotted. It has its own special name, Belton, and it's named after a village in England where this style of coat was really popular.
Okay, so once the pointers and setters have found the birds, you need a different kind of specialist to get them out of hiding and bring them back. So now, let's meet the action heroes of the group, the spaniels and retrievers. Spaniels are the experts at getting into that thick, heavy brush where birds just love to hide. Their job is to dive right into that cover and flush or spring the birds up into the air for the hunter. And, yep, you guessed it, this is exactly where the English Springer Spaniel gets its name.
And here's another name origin that makes so much sense once you hear it. Why are they called Cocker Spaniels? Well, because they were especially good at flushing a specific type of game bird called the woodcock, a specialist within a specialty.
What's really interesting is that when the Cocker Spaniel came over to America, the breed actually split into 2 different types. On the left, you've got the American Cocker Spaniel, famous for that really luxurious coat and a more domed head. And on the right is the English Cocker, who's taller with a longer head, a little closer to their original field-working ancestor.
And finally, we have the retrievers. Their job starts after the shot. They need a great memory to mark where the bird fell, the skill to get to it, which often meant swimming through icy water, and most famously, a soft mouth to pick it up and bring it back completely undamaged.
Now, while all these dogs were bred for the field, their intelligence, their trainability, and their just all-around friendly nature has made them some of the most popular family pets in the entire world. Let's just look at a few of the fascinating breeds in this really diverse group. This big fella is the Clumber Spaniel. It's the heaviest of all the Spaniels and known for being a bit more slow and steady than its cousins, which earned it the charming nickname the Retired Gentleman Spaniel.
And meet the tallest of the Spaniels, the Irish Water Spaniel. With its really distinctive curly coat and that tapering rat tail, it's known for being super playful and fun-loving. People often call it the clown of the Spaniel family.
And here we have the elegant flat-coated Retriever. They are famous for staying cheerful and puppy-like their entire lives, which has earned them the absolute perfect nickname, the Peter Pan of the dog world.
Okay, so why does all of this history matter to you, the modern dog owner, with your dog probably curled up on the couch right now? Well, because that history is still very, very much alive inside your pet. So here's why it all matters. Knowing your dog was bred to run all day long tells you they probably need more than just a quick walk around the block. Giving them an outlet for those natural instincts, whether that's scent work for a pointer or a chance to swim for a retriever, it's not just exercise, it's mental satisfaction. It turns their quirks into clues, and that helps you build an even stronger bond.
A dog with a job is a happy dog. When you really understand the job they were bred for, you can understand them so much better. You can give them a new job to do in their modern life, whether that's competitive dog sports or just a really, really good game of fetch in the park.
It really transforms how you see your dog, from just a pet to this creature with a rich, fascinating history. Which leaves us with one final thought to chew on. What job was your dog bred for?
Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon. That way you'll never miss an update. Thanks for watching.